Hey everyone, I got this really cool turtle mold from Let's Resin. My cousin's grandson Elijah has been wanting me to do a turtle video for him for a long time. Did I tell you I like turtles? I guess Elijah likes turtles too. So I do a bunch of turtles with sea glass that turn out pretty, and I also do one with some memorabilia from Utah Beach from France when I went on a Normandy tour, and I make that special turtle for Elijah. So keep on watching to see what I make. So I started out with this 6.5-inch turtle from Let's Resin. It's a good size, nice looking turtle. And honestly, this first turtle that I did was just extra resin that I had after each project. I started by filling it with some glittery resin that I had left over from a project, and after that had cured, I had some more glittery lighter resin left over from a project, and I poured that in. And then for the very last layer, I had some more clear resin left over, and I took some of this sea glass and shells that I have and put that in the bottom and then drizzled some resin over that. For all these turtles, I'm using Let's Resin 1:1 ratio epoxy resin. And even though this turtle was a little bit of this and a little bit of that, I thought he ended up turning out real pretty. I really wasn't sure what to expect when I demolded him, but yeah, he turned out real pretty. And that's when I decided to use sea glass for the next 3 turtles. This next turtle, I use this container of sea glass. I tumble glass, and I usually separate out the big pieces by color, but when I have a bunch of tiny pieces, I just put them all together in that one container. So again, using the Let's Resin turtle mold, I put a little bit of resin in the bottom of the turtle and then pour the sea glass in, and I do push some of the glass up into the head so that some of the glass gets up into the head, and I really fill it up with a lot of sea glass all the way to the top. And this of course creates a lot of bubbles, even though I had put it through my machine to get rid of the bubbles. And then of course I filled it too high. Can you see all those bubbles coming up? So in addition to removing some of the resin, because I put too much in, I was removing a lot of the bubbles. I did squirt it with some isopropyl alcohol and squeeze it a few times to try to get the bubbles to rise up to the top. Next day I demolded it, and boy was I disappointed when I saw it, but please wait to the end because you're not going to believe how pretty it looks when I put it on top of a light. So yeah, I was really bummed out when I saw this. I thought, oh no, I used all that pretty sea glass and it turned out like this, but please keep on watching. You're not going to believe how pretty it turns out. This next turtle, I want to do it a little bit different. I set it on my Resiner's curing machine. Actually, for all of the turtles, I put them on the Resiner's curing machine because it only takes 2 hours for it to cure. Besides putting the resin through the debubbling machine, I also spray all my molds with the isopropyl alcohol before I pour the resin into them, because pouring resin can also create bubbles. Pour some Let's Resin in the bottom, and I want to put a good layer on there, and I cure it. Takes 2 hours with this machine. 2 hours later, when it's cured, then I use the sea glass again, but this time it's a much thinner layer. And I'm hoping this will help improve the way that it looks, because I was so bummed out with the other one. So here you can see I'm putting a much thinner layer of the glass on, and then adding some more resin, and again letting this cure for 2 hours on the curing machine. So this one I think turned out a lot better, and in this video I don't think it shows how pretty it really is in this lighting. I don't know if I don't have the right lighting. I can never seem to get anything in the right lighting, but this one turns out much prettier than the one that has so much glass in it. But please keep on watching because it looks so pretty with the light under it. And then here I'm showing you the other one, the one that I put too much sea glass in and I think it turned out too dark. But keep on watching. So the last sea glass one, I spray it with some alcohol in the mold first, pour some resin in, and let that cure up overnight. And then I come back and add a bunch more sea glass, and this sea glass this time I'm just using the different shades of blue. and of course a thinner layer than the one that turned out so dark. And then I fill it the rest of the way up with some clear resin. And then after that's cured, I demold it and I use the deburring tool to get all the little sharp edges off. And that's real pretty too with the different shades of blue, I think. And then another turtle, just to see what it would look like, I filled it part way with resin that was tinted blue, let that cure, and then came back with clear resin for a bottom layer and put some blue shell chips from Hobby Lobby in the feet only, and then let that cure. And demolded that, and I think that turned out super pretty too. So this last turtle is for Elijah, and he has no idea what I'm doing. But when we were in France, we did the Normandy tour, and one of the beaches we stopped at was Utah Beach, where the Americans landed on D-Day. And I picked up some shells and rocks from there, so I thought it would be cool if I put it in his turtle. Elijah is real interested in the military history. His grandpa talks to him about it all the time. So I had a layer of resin that had already set up, and then after that set up, I took a thin layer of resin and stuck the shells and the rock. And then this is actually a landing craft that my son 3D printed. This is replica of what landed on the beaches on D-Day. So I thought that would be really cool to put in there with those shells and that rock. So anyway, I poured the thin layer of resin on top of the cured resin, put those in, and then again let this cure. And then once this was cured, I mixed up some more resin and put just a drop of blue in it just to color it like water. And this Let's Resin resin is really potent. I mean, I put a teeny tiny drop in, and I also put some of the flakes that they had given me in the box, the unboxing that I did the other day, and just poured that over the top, and again let this set up or cure. And then after that had cured, I went ahead and demolded it and used the deburring tool to get all the sharp edges off, and I think that turned out pretty cute. I think that's neat that the shells and the rocks are actually from Utah Beach in France. Hey everyone, so it was like a marathon of turtles. I love doing molds, but at the same time I hate doing them because whenever I start one, I'm not happy with it and I have to try it like 10 different ways. But anyway, my cousin's grandson, Elijah, has been asking me to do a turtle video, make him a turtle. So I have a special turtle for him. But I wanted to show you the sea glass ones first. So this one, I was so bummed out when I had demolded it, but look how pretty it is with the light on. I think that is so pretty. And my husband he didn't make, I bought this on Amazon, this little light here. And then my husband put the dowels in to hold it up because if it's flat on top of the light, if you're gonna do one of these and put it flat on top of the light, it just lights up the center. But if you have it elevated like that on top of the dowels, then the entire thing lights up. And isn't that pretty? I think it's so pretty with the sea glass now. So without it, it was so dark. And I was so disappointed, but if you have it on top of a light, like I said, it's so colorful and pretty. So, and then the other ones that I did, so this one, I also put the colorful glass in, the red and that. The only thing that I always, in addition to tumbling glass, I also tumble pottery, and in that jar was some pottery, and you could see those 2 white pieces of pottery in there. I wish those hadn't gotten in there. Otherwise, I think that's super pretty too. And then the third sea glass one that I didn't put any red. I just used the different shades of blue, and I think that turned out real pretty too. So anyway, so with the light on, this is really my favorite with the light on. I think it's super pretty when you put it up on top of that with the dowels on there. So I hope you guys liked how that turned out. And then these two are just different glitters. They're just glitters. I was doing other projects and had resin left over. I threw glitter in them and made those. And then this one is just clear blue resin with some, well, this isn't sea glass, but it's that crushed shells that's colored blue that I got at Hobby Lobby, and that's pretty too. I like that. But so this one was the special one I made for Elijah because we were over in Europe, actually in France, and did the Normandy tour. And one of the stops was Utah Beach. And on the beach, I picked up some shells and rocks. And then my son, I had him 3D print a U-boat. I think that's what you call it, the U-boat, what they landed on the beaches with. And I put all that inside of the turtle. So I thought that was pretty cool. And so I hope you like it, Elijah. Anyway, I think that turned out cool. He actually has a turtle at home himself, but a real turtle. I think it's a turtle, or is it a tortoise? I'm sure he'll correct me. But anyway, I thought they were fun. They were a lot of fun to do, super cute. I could think of a million other ways to do them. And once I get started on certain molds, I just keep on making more and more. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps the channel. If you enjoy the channel, subscribe, hit the bell, and you'll be notified every time I put out a new video. I try to put one out every week. We have the Facebook page going, an amazing group over there. Come join us, and I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for watching.